It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Patriots. They're the best team in the NFL as far as running the football goes, but they're in for a stern test here.
Yeah, that defense that they're going up against, they're no slouch either. One of the top 5 units in the league. I think this game could boil down to stopping the big play. This offense can certainly hit some home runs, and if they hit out a couple here, it might be all they need to win the game.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. By their veteran quarterback, standing 6'4", it's Ryan Tannehill. Now a play fake here on first down. Drops it off for Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Here's Tannehill. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural, Deshaun Watson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The numbers for Jones last week, there isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. An inside give to Jones. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run it with Jones. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Tannehill on first down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's got room past the 30, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 34.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Steps away. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Watson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air yet again, Watson. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to... Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tannehill. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the give. Now Watson.
This one swung out here to Jones.
It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 39 that time.
Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
On first down, it's Watson.
That's once again complete to Chark. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Watson's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's fourth down. Now Justin Tucker is out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead here as they begin this drive, trying to get that bad taste out of their mouth from the loss last week to the LA Chargers. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. On first down, it's Tannehill. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to beat them. And so far this year, he's done exactly that.
He sure has. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Watson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get to place on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Tannehill now to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Tannehill got his tight end. That's complete. Brad Smith. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A final shot before the break. Watson.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So we've reached halftime here at
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From the 6. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson taking a shot for Samuel, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 45-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. Finding Ertz again. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Watson's throw complete there to Beckham.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there of 22.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
To throw is Watson. Drops it to Jones in the flat. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Jones again, and he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
You ready to roll?
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Tannehill on 1st down. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw, Tannehill.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Tannehill.
Quick slant caught by Kirk.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Chase Young,
his 2nd sack of the night. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. They'll go again to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Completes it to Samuel.
And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
Here's Watson.
It returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? To the air yet again, Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
The defense gets a hand on it, but he still grabs it.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come in. Back now in Foxborough. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Watson.
That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. To throw is Tannehill. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Chase Young bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll try the draw now with Chubb, and they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Sly able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, Watson. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
He completes it to Beckham. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. A good pickup there of 22. Again, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chunks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Gets past one man. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Chubb. Oh, he's got some, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Pats look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. To throw, Watson. Open man right side is Sharp. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Charles, you think about this victory, pretty impressive. They came in facing one of the top defenses in the National Football